Hello, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tanvir Khan, and today I'm going to present DAI5 Framework, which is the assignment of finite element in multiphysics. So before going to DAI5 Framework, uh, I will discuss a little bit introduction of DAI Framework. So let's start from the introductions. So in nowadays we are we have a lot of methods and approaches that we use for problem solvings, but the approach that we will use in our discussion is DAI5, which is more unique and traditional from the traditional approaches. As traditional approaches is more depend on the computations and softwares, and this method is not as a no rely on software and computational basis, and mostly uses two devices that we call uh, brainware and hardware. Brainware and hardware. Hardware is responsible for to encode, to perceive like that, and brainware is responsible for to decode like executions. Okay, this method is this approach is developed by one of the prestigious university professor whose name is Dr. Ahmed Indra. So that's why this approach have, have been given the name DAI5, in which we have five I, right? So anyway, the first one I represent initiator, who represent the founder of this method, and the remaining four I represent intentions, initial thinking, idealization, and instruction sets. So we will discuss onward these the remaining four I. So let's begin from the intentions. Intentions. This is the first step in problem solving by using DAI5, which is the intentions. Intention is basically we need to specify our objectives. What is our objectives? What is the main purpose our work to achieve our main objectives? Like we will always think about Allah who created us, who built this universe, how he built this universe. What like we should think about each and everything that we see around us like that. So like this is the main what should be the main objectives of our work. Like for example, cost effective design forces. So to achieve these objectives, we need to follow these things, in which the first thing is intentions. So if we know our intentions, so it is like the 50% of the work, the problem that we should be resolved. So the next one is initial thinking. The initial thinking is the second step of the DAI5 framework, which tell us about which include the nature of the problem, what kind of problem that we are going to work on. Like maybe it would be like theoretical, technical, or practical. We should also search about the each and every components or elements of the problems. Like we had a error in CNC machine that we call LSK error, like label skip error. Shortcut for that one is LSK. Before that, we don't know about how to fix this problem. Then we're going to start to know each and every components of machines, and then ultimately we reach to the uh, problems and we fix them. So we should know about each and every components of the problems, and also how much the problem is narrow and how broad is the problem. What is the background of the problems in which that problem exists and how much it contribute to the problems. Like uh, if we install CNC machines in fresh shop, so we know fresh machines produce more vibrations. So how much those vibrations contribute to the problems? Then we should also find those physical basic laws, governing laws that can relate physical quantities. So this is all about the initial thinking. Third one is idealizations. In idealization, we should minimize the factors that contribute to the uh, problems, like uh, like we to make the problem more simpler and manageable. That is more responsible for the to reduce the complexity and avoiding the low significant factors. Like as I mentioned previously, if we are, for example, we are working on the optimization of CNC machining processes, we should include uh, spindle speed, depth of cut, and feed rate. And if we also include the other factors like environment, ambient temperatures, so I think these things, external vibrations like maybe some surrounding machines producing. So vibrations and temperatures should be avoided to make our calculations in work more easy and more announced. And we should more focus on the significant factors that can make the problem more focused and more clearer. So idealization is basically to make the problem more simpler that we looking for. The last one is instruction set. The instruction set is the final stage, the final step of the DAI5 approach, which provide the roadmap, template, something like that, that we should follow to achieve our objective. They should be include correct sequences of the processes, and there should be clarity. There should be no ambiguity. If, for example, someone tell me uh, put some put some sugar in the tea, and the other guy tell me put 2 spoons of sugar in the tea. So the latter statement is more clear than the first one. We should avoid ambiguity. We should mention the magnitude of the quantity, like something like that, right? Like in the later one, uh, he mentioned like 2 spoon, and the first one it mentioned some spoon, right? So some spoon and 2 spoon is different thing. 2 spoon is more specific and more clearer than the some. So we should avoid ambiguity in our instruction set. Specificity. There should be detail about each and every step and this every step and description about the work. Conditions. If, for example, some uncertainty comes, so there should be alternative way we should follow to proceed with our work. So these are all mandatory thing they should be included in our instruction sets. So that's it. So this is all about the DAI5 framework. We should follow to achieve our goal, to resolve our problems by following the DAI5. Thank you so much.